Hello everyone, I'm your guide Mystic Bunny. Welcome to my burrow. This video is pick a card video since the universe seems to have some guidance and message for you when it comes to the month of August 2022. Instead of using tarot cards today, I am going to use oracle cards, numeric draws and elemental draws to know more about the present and what you can do to work through your future obstacles that may come this month. Let me shuffle this card and draw them one by one. Pick any card you like according to your aesthetics and artistic viewpoint. That one card which you feel drawn to has the most probability to be your prediction card. But please note that this is a general reading and you might as well resonate with other cards which you did not opt for. All these cards have their own calling, but sometimes you skip them over and miss them. So I will love it if you would watch all the parts, but if not, that is also fine. Please subscribe and share if you resonate with my reading. Please select your card and move forward to the video chapter with your card prediction. Card 1. Your life is a canvas. You are the artist of your own life. I see that you take responsibility for what you have done or are about to do, but most often you also try to avoid things that burden you. It is a contrast to a certain extent, but things depend on the situation and the people. I feel like you live in the present, determine the right way, but it is not as if you are totally hazy when it comes to your future because you knew certain things which you always are able to perceive and you go accordingly. You think with purpose, you want to reconnect, so align your thoughts and feelings because it is never too late for anything. Open your heart, your soul, and your mind, experiment what you aren't sure about. Look for the good, try to create, invent, be innovative because that suits you best. If you're feeling bored, clogged, stiff, try to express yourself, listen to your inner self, and plan ahead accordingly. Find the relations that boost your ego, be bold, since that is the most appropriate approach for you this month. To add further into this reading, I will now draw a deity card. Let this card be the further guidance you might need. So, our guiding deity is Shiva, the god of destruction and rebirth. I can already feel a connection to your previous card here. Pulling a Shiva card represents moving forward, like moving past the limitations from your society, body, mind, and even ego. It represents doing inner work to evolve. It is also a call to service, to teach others your wisdom, or simply be yourself and step forward towards the new light. Our deity Shiva is known to have a third eye, which causes destruction whenever it opens. But after the destruction, there is enlightenment, and the third eye is said to be the path of the inner world to yourself. You are probably opening your way towards a new path which you aren't even aware of yet, or you are subconsciously shifting towards the right path. Never doubt your significance and the way your authenticity can impact others. Now I will add in two more elements which will complete your guidance and message for the month. I am going to take a look at your elemental charts this month. Each bead represents an element. The red represents fire, the blue is for water, the yellow is for ether, and white is for wind, and the green one is your earth. These five elements make up your inner soul. The more the number of a particular element, the more you will be attracted by it. I see 3 water element, 2 earth, 2 wind, 1 fire, and 1 earth. Although the colors are not in balance, you certainly have all the elements, which makes you more stable and wiser. Water element represents fluidity, emotions, and change or adaptability, while ether represents intuition, acceptance, peace, and joy. Wind element leans more towards momentum, expansion, and communication goals. So, if all these three are the majority of your chart, then that means that you will be affected by all these elements the most, which is certainly not a bad thing. But be aware that since water is in excess, and you might be feeling more on the emotional side, like more flippant or moody. So, take care in that sector. Having fire and earth element in moderation leads you to have proper sense of energy, passion, stability and solidity. But since both elements are not in excess, you will only feel the essence of them, which is what makes you more goal oriented and stable this month. Now for your lucky number. Your lucky number is 33, which represents harmony, creativity, and responsibility. That's it for card 1. I hope you enjoyed this video and will leave a like or comment or subscribe. Thank you. Cards to wait. This card represents patience and moderation of something. It asks you to wait, to take your time, slow down, and rest. You may be feeling the urge to be faster in life, louder than before, and more hardworking, but everything is only good if you are moderate and not exploiting your resources or self. You might be expecting results instantaneously, but it is best to be humble and patient when it comes to investment, goals, targets, or even subjective influences. The details of what you are hoping for or waiting for would be woven. That is why this is your exploration time, the moment when you look on your path and think about it, search through others and muse on it. You might have a feeling where you would want more stability in something, which can be anything: life, work, relationship, family. But please know that what you need will be easier to have if you take a breather, think things through, and make yourself more practical rather than emotional. Emotions are good, but too much of them might lead to flippancy, moodiness, frustration, and stress. So, if you ever feel angry at someone or something, maybe you are more stressed than you think. Of course, not everyone is going to be angry, but that inner darkness, the negativity, might engulf you if you are too much into afterthought. So, thinking too hard is also not your goal. You need to be more optimistic, but also practical, emotional, but thoughtful. Trust your instinct over anxiety, because if you are nervous about something, you just need to make your preparations. Merge when you are needed, but be awake enough to back off when you are not in need. That doesn't mean you are not important, but just that you might be needed somewhere else. To further add into this reading, I will now draw a deity card. Let this card be the further guidance you might need for this month. So, our guiding deity is Bhuvaneshwari, the goddess of space and infinite possibilities. I think this card in particular is what we need to find an enclosure to our message and guidance from the universe. Goddess Bhuvaneshwari is known for her art of creating a space. She guides everyone to find the potential that exists within us. You need to continue making time for yourself, enter a space where you are more enriched with possibilities that you already have. To find the true self, you need to opt for some space, find your goals, targets, but slow down and breathe. Everything needs a balance. Your thoughts will rush through when you are happy and well rested. Now I'll add in two more elements which will complete your guidance and message for the month. I am going to take a look at your elemental chart this month. Each bead represents an element. The red represents fire, the blue is for water, the yellow is for earth. The yellow is for ether, the white is for wind, and the green one is your earth. These five elements make up your inner soul. The more the number of a particular element, the more you will be affected by it. I see 4 ether elements, 3 earth elements, and 2 air elements. This configuration is good, but it also doesn't allow other elements to enter, which can cause disbalance and insecurity in some cases. But I feel that 4 ether elements, which represent intuition, acceptance, peace, and joy, are what makes you enjoy this month. Although the excess of any element may tip the balance, but if you are careful not to become addictive, lazy, or lost in some situation, then you're good to go. Have fun, but have it in limit. The three earth element represent nurturing quality, stability, and solidity. I feel that the earth element will ground your ether element, and it is what balances you the most this week. Now, the air element, not too excessive, and not too few, might be your answer to the ether and the earth element. For you will remain happy, grounded, and accepting, but you are also moving in some direction. You have a target. There is expansion, communication, and we are all hyped for it. So, the fire and water elements, which represent emotion, passion, and energy, may not be there, but they certainly won't affect you as long as you don't let yourself become dull, stagnant, rigid, and insensitive. Now, for your lucky number is 1. It represents new beginnings and creation. That's it for card 2. I hope you enjoyed the video and would leave a like or comment or subscribe. Thank you. Card 3, Earthed. I feel like there might be a feeling of loneliness, not a necessary element which is holding you back, but it might be possibly an addition to your current situation, which is a residue of your instinct for some alone time, spirituality, or adventure. You can have many friends, but your life might be a little too busy to mingle and enjoy familiarity. I see that there might be some nervousness about something or just the fear of the upcoming. For some, it could be that they hated themselves in the past, but now is different. There is more dreaminess, some fantasy thoughts, some miracle expectations, yet it isn't a bad thing. Optimism may have not been your goal, but you are heading towards a similar inner musing. There could be some sadness at the brim, restlessness, so please be patient and try to find balance in life. Find love in nature, grow your heart into kindness, and see where it takes you. Not everyone is your enemy and not everyone is your friend. But don't judge too harshly, make your own safe heaven and be bold. Don't learn to adapt every time. Like sometimes you are meant to cut the crowd and be yourself. There might even be hidden opportunity lying around you which you can't see because you are too focused on a single target. Be more flexible and fluid. Your inner nature and heart are not wrong. They are just what you need on your side as you race towards your goal. Overall, I don't think you need to worry about anything, but try to get your creative side out more often. Not everything is black and white. To add further into this reading, I will now draw a deity card. Let this card be the further guidance you might need this month. So, our guiding deity is Brahma, the god of creation. Brahma, the creator of the universe and all beings, has come to you with the message that now is the time to bring that idea to fruition. What is that idea you have been sitting on but haven't taken action on? He also suggests that time is a cycle of creation to sustenance, from sustenance to dissolution, and from dissolution to creation. You might just be falling into one of this cycle, but you need to move forward. Forge towards the area of life you have been overlooking. Trust your wisdom and knowledge. Now I'll add in two more elements which will complete your guidance and message for the month. I am going to take a look at your elemental chart this month. Each bead represents an element. The red represents fire, the blue is for water, the yellow is for ether, the white is for wind, and the green one is your earth. These five elements make up your inner soul. The more the number of a particular element, the more you will be affected by it. I see three air elements, two ether elements, two fire elements, and one earth element and one water element. I would say that having all the elements is what balances you, because you have the energy and passion, that is fire. You have the momentum and communication abilities, which is the air, but you also have intuition, peace, and joy in balance. Although solidity, nurturing emotions, and adaptivity are in consideration, the all-togetherness of all elements brings you harmony and peace that you might be looking for. However, do be aware of overly impulsive behavior and recklessness, because that is brought in by the air element. Now for your lucky number is 2. It represents duality, balance, and intuition. That's it for card 3. I hope you enjoyed the video and will leave a like or comment or subscribe. Thank you.